Hey y'all, it's time for the Evil Dead Burn trailer review. This is the 6th Evil Dead movie, and we're ready to watch some terrifying undead people just tear through houses and scare the shit out of us. So won't you join us?
Yes, have some.
All right, everybody. So here we are. It's trailer reaction time. We have the full trailer for Evil Dead Burn. Now, Jacob, I'm not sure if this is the trailer that was shown at CinemaCon. I have a feeling it probably is, but I'm excited because we got like a little announcement trailer last week, and now as Evil Dead fans who were not in Las Vegas at CinemaCon, we're getting the full experience.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Evil Dead is such a fun franchise, and I believe there are no bad movies in the run so far, and I think it's easy to make these, and I want one every 6 months. I think there should be another Evil Dead movie.
Yeah, like a subscription.
I want a subscription. I want a subscription service to Evil Dead movies.
Yeah,
A Necronomicon box every time you open it.
yes.
Someone
Abby,
different comes up from like the under the house. Yeah. I'm excited, Craig. This is exciting for me. I think that the Evil Dead world is a really fun place to play in. I love the originals. I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan. I went and saw Evil Dead 2 at all of us actually saw it together with Bruce Campbell doing some talking.
Oh, in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. And I loved that. So I like being terrified and like confused. And I really liked that the initial trailer that came out that was like one solid piece. So I'm excited to see what else is in this one.
All right, well, let's get into it. It's the 6th Evil Dead movie, which means we've all been alive for a very long time. Are you guys ready to roll? Ooh, red band. You know who that means. It's going to be scary.
Dishes are scary.
Alice? What's wrong? What happened?
Oh, it's sliding out. That's
We found you.
top of course.
William, my sweet boy. I would give anything for us to be together again.
Our grandfather believed the devil would return. If anyone read from the Book of the Dead,
The whole family can be reunited. Cheers to your perfect family.
Don't drink that.
Dude, dishes are scary.
The dishes are done.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay.
Okay, so I can tell you the whole plot of this movie.
All right. First of all, the last movie was all about the cheese grater to the leg, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
This time it's the dishes.
The dishes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And there's really nothing more family centric than doing the dishes together. So I kind of like that. I really liked the introduction of that theme of family being the center of it.
Jacob, what'd you think, man?
Hey, it looks cool. It just looks fun and it looks weird and gross. And I like Evil Dead movies. And I think it's really easy to make these. And like, now listen, they're never going to make an Evil Dead movie that's as good as a Bruce Campbell Evil Dead movie. But I think they figured out how to make these movies without Bruce Campbell, and that's okay. I do hope there's some sort of callbacks to the original. As far as like, I like there to be a little bit of connective tissue. And now like it's an Evil Dead movie and there's a book, sure. But I like when they go back to establish things in the first few movies. I want like real connections. Right. And now I will say it kind of looks like we're getting that in this movie because when this trailer aired at CinemaCon, and when the teaser came out, there were people who were like huge Evil Dead fans were catching, like, this is stuff that I wouldn't have even noticed.
Just like deep stuff. Yeah.
Really deep stuff. Had noticed that the house they're in this movie is the same house from some episodes of the Ash versus Evil Dead TV show. Mm-hmm. And the character that the house belonged to was a daughter of the guy who found the book in part 2.
Okay.
So it would make them saying like our grandfather thinks this and having also it
there's
looked
a little
like
continuity there.
It looks like there's a little bit of continuity. And then it also looked like from the trailer, you're not getting the full Necronomicon. It looks like he has torn out pages of the Necronomicon inside of like a journal or something. So
like an angsty teenager just taking the parts he likes, putting them on the wall. I like it.
That all adds up though to what we've seen in earlier movies. So yeah, I don't know. Looks cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm here for those like nasty kills, the imaginative and like the like perverse and unnatural are what you find when you watch these Evil Dead movies, and seeing glimpses of like that headrest being like slid out of that girl's head. It's just so unnerving. I love the like tongue in cheekness of the family reunion type of vibe. And Jacob, as you're saying, with the connective tissue to the second movie, I'm eating that up. I absolutely love it. I loved the glimpses of the Necronomicon. Seeing those pages is chilling, and of course, seeing the shots of like the perspective of the monster, like going up through the woods, is always exciting.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Evil Dead like has an aesthetic. There's like 2 or 3 tells that it's an Evil Dead movie. One of them is the classic Sam Raimi, the thing Abby was just talking about with the camera movement, and it's so iconic. And what I love about these movies, it's almost like Final Destination, where you're like, ooh, what kind of kills are they going to do? But it's not about seeing the kill. It's about like the aftermath of the kill, because like, I know they're not
like the somewhat comedic reaction and timing of it, like that you see after something really disgusting like that happens. Like how.
Yeah, I mean, comedy and satire have always been a part of this franchise. I mean, I went back to I was watching Siskel and Ebert's review of Evil Dead 2 yesterday. I do that from time to time just to see what people thought about these movies when they first came out. And even back then, those two dudes were like, "Hey, we like this." So it was pretty awesome.
That's funny. That like if there was anything I was going to say negative about an Evil Dead movie, I would like, so this is the 3rd Evil Dead movie in a row that looks like, ultra violent, ultra scary, like lots of really gross stuff. And I like that. Mm-hmm. But it's 3 in a row that feel pretty similar. Give me an Evil Dead 2. Like maybe the next one, which comes out in like 6 months or something.
Right.
I would love it if it leans a little bit heavier on the goofy side or the funny side. Make it like Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness. Like give me it's 3 in a row that feel very similar. So like let's lighten it up a little bit for at least
a little bit. Yeah.
You want to see like a fun musical dance number with the skeleton in the woods?
Yeah, I want to see some. I want to see some funny stuff. Yeah, I want to see some funny, silly, like really, like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, those are the movies that gave you Groovy and the chainsaw arm. That's Evil Dead 2. That's not Evil Dead 1.
That's
like
the
all
same
of
scene, I think.
it is. Just like all that kind of weird stuff, the all of the fixtures coming to life and laughing at Ash. And, those movies are very funny and
Right.
they're still gross. And I think we got like a little bit of that in the last one, had like a little bit of the silliness in it, but I'm ready for something that is like full on, like, this is a weird, silly, gross movie.
So one thing I would love is, and by the way, we read the
Hey,
premise.
also bring Bruce Campbell back.
Well, there's that. The premise here, Abigail, following the death of her husband, Alice seeks solace with her in-laws as the family comes together at a secluded house. The gathering becomes a family reunion from hell, as members gradually turn into deadites. I think a powerful, fun protagonist like you have in the first 3 Evil Deads, like, I wish they would. I know it's hard to pass the torch, and it's going to be hard to have somebody recapture.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Bruce Campbell, but like, I think there's a lot of young actors and actresses who, like, I would love to see somebody of like note that we really like be like, hey, we're giving you the keys to the Evil Dead franchise and like go run with it. I think that would be fun.
It's just really hard to bring in, the Evil Dead remake, the 2013. To me, that is my least favorite of all the Evil Dead movies, partially because they try to give you a new Ash. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the Mia is kind of the new Ash in that movie, and they try to, and it's like, that doesn't quite work for me. So that's the thing. It's like trying to like get a new hero it's really hard to do after Bruce Campbell. So
It's true. It's very true.
But Craig, from what you're saying, the protagonist in this movie has lost their family and is going to their in-laws. So
Lost her husband.
it looks to me like there's a funeral.
Right.
And then the mom at the funeral says, I would do anything to bring him back, which
Right.
that's why the character reads from the book.
Yep.
And then it looks like there might be a car wreck on the way home.
I love Evil Dead.
And
movies.
then
I love
whoever's killed in the car wreck knocks on the fucking door when they get, like, that's what we're watching in the trailer there.
Yeah, you pieced that together very well. I was just thinking specifically like how easy it is to anchor yourself to a protagonist that has just gone through loss, and how that's a really good writing device for connection with that character. So I'm looking forward to getting to know them, and also like the weirdness that always exists when you go to your in-laws. That's something that I would love to see explored in this realm, and the reality that, like, growing up, a lot of the fights I had with my family were over the dishes.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really, really
I love
fun
how there's something for you to
thing.
like. Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
And then it's just so happens that your in-laws' parents happen to find the pages of the Book of the Dead in the Castle of Kandar, and they brought them home.
If Abby's in-laws found that now, they would just throw it away. Knowing that. Hey, listen, this looks fun. I think this insight's really good. All the tropes or all the key things of an Evil Dead movie, to me, these are not traditional like zombies. Deadites are like their own thing. But this is the voice, the look.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I have so much fun with this. It makes me want to go back and watch the last one again. Because I only saw it one time, but it's gross and awesome. And this is just a franchise they can kind of like, make one-offs and make standalones, and it's always going to be kind of fun.
Yeah, keep pushing the envelope. I also felt that way. I want to go back and watch the last one with the Linguini, because that's really
yes.
badass.
I was watching Ash versus Evil Dead whenever the teaser for this came out, a week or two ago. It made me go back and watch a couple episodes of that, and I'm really thankful that we have Evil Dead in our lives. Like, it's just a really fun. I have a lot of like really, really strong memories of being a child, and we've talked about them on the podcast about how
we did,
I watched them out of order, and being like one of the most fun movies, but then Evil Dead 1 being one of the scariest movies I saw when I was young. And I don't know, I love him. Bruce Campbell's awesome, and these movies I'm just thankful we have them. It's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's directed by Sebastian Vanasek. Has not made many movies. Did a movie called Infested. Have not seen that. But Jacob, have you seen that?
No, I'm gonna look it up though. I don't think I've seen it.
Infested. It was from 2023. French horror film, and the poster is disturbing me. And if it's got bugs in it, I want nothing to do with it. I hate bugs. Abby, I'm going to give you the final word.
Bugs crawling towards an open mouth is the most terrifying thing. I've talked about the Silence of the Lambs poster terrorizing me in the Kroger that I used to go to as a kid. So yeah, A, I want to watch Infested, see what that's all about. B, I want to go back and watch the most recent Evil Dead installation, which I remember really enjoying. And C, yes, Jacob, I'm so glad that we live in this world where Evil Dead is spinning out and turning out fast-moving zombies and upsetting things that we can all kind of just watch and feel a cathartic moment in, because that's something that I've always felt. I have a very deep connection to these movies. So yeah, yay for us, yay for the Deadites. Let's all get that Necronomicon subscription each month.
San Diego Necronomicon. Hey, listen, I love Evil Dead. I've got pieces of the Evil Dead cabin. Thank you to Jacob.
You're welcome.
I think that's probably going to give me tetanus at some point every time I handle it.
Hey, hey, real quick. One day I was at work and, Jess had moved in and she was cleaning one of the closets.
Yeah.
And she sends me this text that says, "Hey, why is there a giant piece of rusted tin in the closet?" And I was like, "Don't throw it out. Don't throw it out."
That's my Evil Dead cabin. It's my cabin tin. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more trailer reactions and weekly episodes of Yes Have Some podcast. We appreciate you being here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Dead by Dawn.